Blinding light. Chapter 1. The Pulse. At precisely 10:42 a.m., a communications satellite orbiting high above Manhattan ignited in a blinding sphere of light. It was a low-yield electromagnetic pulse, EMP weapon, a silent assassin designed to cripple America's digital nervous system. No fireball, no shockwave in the sky, just a cascading failure of circuits and signals. Traffic lights froze, phones went dark, and the hum of the city's interconnected life stuttered to a halt. At that exact moment, beneath First Avenue at 45th Street, another explosion tore through the earth. This one was visceral, a guttural roar that shook the ground. It wasn't nuclear. No mushroom cloud scarred the skyline, no radioactive ash drifted on the wind. But to the millions watching from the streets and screens around the world, it might as well have been. The blast wave surged with surgical precision, flattening blocks of concrete and steel. Windows shattered across the East River in Brooklyn, raining glass like glittering confetti. The United Nations building, a symbol of global unity, buckled under the shockwave. Its iconic glass facade sheared away, flames licking the plaza as screams filled the air. Lila Chen, a 32-year-old data analyst, was in a coffee shop on 42nd Street when the world broke. Her laptop screen flickered and died, her phone unresponsive in her hand. Outside, car horns blared in a chaotic chorus before falling silent. Then came the rumble, deep and primal, as the ground trembled beneath her feet. She stumbled to the window just in time to see a plume of smoke rise from the direction of the UN. The barista dropped a tray of mugs, the crash barely audible over the growing wail of sirens. "What the hell was that?" someone shouted. Lila didn't answer. Her mind raced, piecing together fragments of her work at a cybersecurity firm. EMP, coordinated attack, infrastructure failure. She grabbed her bag and ran for the door, her heart pounding. The city was unraveling, and she needed to move. Chapter 2. The blackout. By noon, Manhattan was a ghost of itself. The EMP had done its job too well. Subways stalled in tunnels, trapping thousands in the dark. Hospitals, running on backup generators, struggled to prioritize patients as medical equipment failed. Wall Street's trading floors, the heartbeat of global finance, went quiet, screens blank and phones dead. The world watched, helpless, as news helicopters circled above, their feeds cutting in and out. Lila navigated the chaos on foot, weaving through crowds of dazed pedestrians. Times Square, usually a riot of color and sound, was eerily still, its billboards dark. People clutched useless phones, some crying, others shouting at no one in particular. A man in a suit sat on the curb, staring blankly at a fried smartwatch. She needed answers. Her firm, CipherTech, had been tracking anomalies in satellite communications for weeks. Encrypted signals, unusual orbital shifts. Her boss, Marcus Reed, had dismissed them as noise. "Probably just Russian posturing," he'd said. Lila wasn't so sure. Now, with the city crippled and the UN in ruins, those anomalies felt like a warning ignored. Her apartment in Alphabet City was a 3-mile trek, but she didn't trust the streets. Looters were already testing their luck, smashing shop windows. Police, overwhelmed, barked orders through megaphones. Lila kept her head down, her mind replaying the blast. It wasn't just the EMP. The underground explosion was too precise, too devastating. Someone had planned this, and they weren't done. Chapter 3. The Signal. By evening, Lila reached her building, a crumbling walk-up on Avenue C. Power was out, but her neighbor, Javier, a retired electrician, had rigged a battery-powered radio. A small crowd gathered in the hallway, listening to patchy reports. The EMP had hit a 50-mile radius, frying electronics from Newark to Queens. The underground blast was confirmed. A high-explosive device, likely planted in a utility tunnel. Casualties were in the thousands, with